Welcome to Daily News AI, your go-to source for the latest headlines and in-depth analysis from around the globe. From breaking news and political updates to tech innovations and cultural highlights, we've got you covered.
Stay informed and stay ahead with Daily News AI. We bring you unbiased, fact-checked news powered by advanced AI technology.
Join our community of informed viewers who rely on us for accurate and timely news.
A roast fit for a president? We've roasted presidents before. It's an American tradition. From the days of Abraham Lincoln to modern times, poking fun at our leaders has been a way to keep them grounded. But roasting Donald Trump? That's like shooting fish in a barrel. The man provides endless material, a really orange barrel. His unique appearance and larger-than-life personality make him an easy target. And that's exactly what the Lincoln Project did. They held nothing back. They saw an opportunity to use humor as a powerful tool. The Lincoln Project, a group of Republicans fed up with Trump, decided to use humor as their weapon. They crafted their messages with precision, aiming to expose the absurdity of his actions. They knew Trump couldn't resist a good insult. His thin skin and quick reactions made him the perfect subject for their sharp wit, but they also knew how to deliver a burn that would leave a mark. Their jokes were not just funny, they were insightful and cutting. And boy, did they deliver. Their roasts were a mix of humor and hard-hitting truths. This wasn't just about jokes, it was a strategic move to sway public opinion. It was about holding a mirror up to Trump. They wanted to show the world the man behind the bluster. They showed everyone his hypocrisy, his lies, and his complete lack of qualifications for the highest office. Their humor was a way to cut through the noise and get people to pay attention, and they did it all with a smile. Their approach was both entertaining and enlightening, proving that sometimes laughter really is the best medicine. Where do we even begin? The man is a walking, talking gaffe machine. From his love affair with Twitter to his questionable business dealings, Trump has provided endless material for comedians and critics alike. Remember when he stared directly into the sun during a solar eclipse? Or when he suggested injecting bleach to cure COVID-19? Or that time he called himself a very stable genius? Yeah, good times. Each ridiculous statement was like a gift to the Lincoln Project. They knew exactly how to twist his words and turn them against him. And the best part, they didn't even have to exaggerate. The Lincoln Project's roast was a masterclass in political satire. They didn't just poke fun, they delivered a scathing critique wrapped in humor. They used humor to expose Trump's flaws and make him look ridiculous. Their approach was both clever and cutting, using wit to highlight the absurdity of his actions and statements. They took his own words and turned them into weapons. By replaying his most outrageous comments, they held a mirror up to his behavior, forcing the public to confront the reality of his rhetoric. Remember when Trump said he could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and not lose any voters? It was a shocking statement that revealed his confidence in his unwavering base. The Lincoln Project reminded everyone of that statement. They didn't let such a brazen comment fade into the background. Instead, they brought it back into the spotlight. They juxtaposed it with images of peaceful protesters being tear-gassed. This stark contrast underscored the hypocrisy and brutality of his administration's actions. The message was clear. Trump was out of touch, out of control, and out of his depth. The Lincoln Project's ads were not just about humor, they were about holding power accountable. They also mocked his obsession with his appearance, his constant need for praise, and his complete disregard for the truth. By highlighting these traits, they painted a picture of a leader more concerned with image than substance. They showed clips of him contradicting himself, lying to the American people, and generally acting like a spoiled child. The Lincoln Project's strategy was to use Trump's own words and actions against him, creating a powerful narrative that resonated with many Americans. Behind the scenes, the Lincoln Project team worked tirelessly to craft these impactful messages. Their goal was clear: to sway public opinion and ensure that the truth was heard. Their ads went viral, sparking conversations across the nation. Social media buzzed with reactions, both supportive and critical, but one thing was certain: The Lincoln Project had made its mark. Through their relentless efforts, they became a significant force in the political landscape, proving that humor and truth can be powerful allies in the fight for accountability. The response to the roast was overwhelming. People couldn't get enough of it. The videos racked up millions of views online. Late-night talk shows couldn't stop talking about it. Even some Trump supporters had to admit it was funny. The roast was a much-needed moment of levity in a dark time. It gave people permission to laugh at Trump. It showed them that they weren't alone in their frustration and anger. And it proved that humor can be a powerful tool for political change. Section 5. Shifting the tides of public opinion. The Lincoln Project's roast wasn't just funny, it was effective. It helped to chip away at Trump's carefully crafted image. It exposed him for the fraud that he is, and it made people think twice about supporting him. Polls showed that Trump's approval ratings took a hit after the roast. More and more people were starting to see him as a joke. And that's a dangerous thing for any politician, especially one who relies so heavily on his image. The roast also energized the opposition. It gave Democrats and never-Trumpers something to rally around. It showed them that it was possible to fight back against Trump's brand of politics. Section 6. Trump, the punchline of his own presidency. Trump has always been a larger-than-life figure. He's used to being the center of attention. But the Lincoln Project's roast turned the tables on him. It made him the butt of the joke. For someone as image-conscious as Trump, this was a huge blow. He couldn't stand being laughed at. He couldn't control the narrative, and he couldn't dismiss the roast as fake news. The roast showed that Trump is not invincible. He's not above ridicule, and he's not immune to the power of humor. Section 7. The future of political satire. The Lincoln Project's roast was a watershed moment for political satire. It showed that humor can be a powerful weapon against even the most powerful people in the world. In an age of fake news and political polarization, satire can cut through the noise and reach people in a way that traditional journalism often can't. It can make people think about important issues in a new light, and it can hold the powerful accountable. The roast also highlighted the importance of speaking truth to power, even if it's through laughter. It showed that we don't have to take ourselves or our politics too seriously all the time. Section 8. The Lincoln Project's legacy. The Lincoln Project may be gone, but their roast of Trump will not be forgotten. It will go down in history as one of the most effective and entertaining examples of political satire ever created. They showed that it's possible to fight fire with fire. They proved that humor can be a powerful weapon against tyranny. And they reminded us that even in the darkest of times, there's always room for laughter. Their legacy will be one of courage, creativity, and a deep love for their country. They put their reputations on the line to stand up to Trump. And they did it with wit, style, and a whole lot of heart. Section 9. Trump's response, silence speaks volumes. You know what they say, the best revenge is living well. And the Lincoln Project's roast clearly got under Trump's skin. He never officially responded to it, but his silence spoke volumes. He couldn't handle being the butt of the joke. He couldn't brush it off as fake news, and he couldn't silence the laughter. His silence was an admission of defeat. He knew he couldn't win this battle. The Lincoln Project had outmaneuvered him, they had used his own words against him, and they had made him look weak and foolish. Section 10, the final word. Can laughter topple a titan? Can laughter topple a titan? It's a question that might seem whimsical at first, but it holds a deeper significance. In a world where political figures often seem untouchable, humor can be a surprising equalizer. The Lincoln Project's roast of Donald Trump suggests that it just might. This event wasn't just about making jokes, it was about using humor as a tool to challenge and critique power. Humor can be a powerful weapon. It can expose hypocrisy, revealing the absurdities and contradictions in the actions of those in power. It can undermine authority by making leaders appear less formidable, more human, and therefore more fallible. And it can unite people against a common enemy. When people laugh together, they share a moment of connection, a sense of solidarity that can be incredibly empowering. The roast was a reminder that we don't have to take ourselves or our politics too seriously all the time. In fact, sometimes a light-hearted approach can be the most effective way to address serious issues. Sometimes the best way to fight back against injustice is to laugh in its face. Laughter can be a form of resistance, a way to reclaim power and agency in situations where we might otherwise feel powerless. So the next time you're feeling down about the state of the world, remember the Lincoln Project's roast of Donald Trump. Remember that humor can be a way to cope, to find hope, and to inspire action. Remember that even in the darkest of times, there's always room for laughter. It's a reminder that we can find joy and resilience even in the face of adversity. And remember that laughter, when used effectively, can be a powerful force for change. It can break down barriers, build bridges, and create a sense of community. So let's not underestimate the power of a good
Well,
laugh.
that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed the journey as much as we did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And as always, stay curious and keep exploring. Until next time, take care and goodbye.
That's it for today's headlines. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends.
Follow us on social media for real-time updates and behind-the-scenes content. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss an important story. Thanks for watching Daily News AI. See you next time.